Welcome back to Trading Wars, and thanks for joining me today, my beautiful friends. Welcome to the X community. Thank you for being here from Spaces, and welcome back, my YouTube family. Super grateful to have you guys here today. And we're going to be going through a lot. So, the situation right now, the market is up 36 points after hours. I'm up close to $5,000 after hours on my futures contracts. And I also have a 0 DTE Lotto Friday strategy we've been building. You could see we did this on Tesla on Friday, 382 to 836. We're going to be going through detail everything, every single chart, day trading, swing trading, investing. This is where you need to be. All right. Let's go ahead. Let me put on the, let's go ahead and just put on the overlay. There we go. Put on the overlay so we look nice. And then let's get into it. So guys, I'm going to be doing a lifetime Discord giveaway at the end. Make sure you guys stay all the way to the end. You're going to get the lifetime Discord giveaway. You're going to be eligible. And all you got to do is click those links on X. And if you're already a member and you win the giveaway, you're going to get $50 cash at the end of the stream. Make sure you have your PayPal set up or your Zelle. Okay. That's what I deal with, PayPal or Zelle. Make sure you have those set up. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off today with Tesla. Okay. And we're going to go through this particular trade first. I want to start off today with completely day trading focus, and then we're going to go into the swing trading and the investing and the bigger picture view. But I want to do a different perspective for you guys, and I want to show you something that you may or may not be familiar with. Okay. So we're going to start off here. So we're looking at Tesla. So this is Tesla on Friday. As you can see here, we have the 618 Fibonacci. On the 618 Fibonacci on Tesla on Friday, I ended up buying the 240 calls at $382. I sold them at the close for $836. Okay. If you go into the Discord, for those of you that follow along, I have a new layout for my stocks. I have a Tesla specific channel. A lot of people have been liking this. I decided to make the stocks split by different tickers for those that you want to trade. And then this one was called out on the live stream, and then I also posted it in the Tesla channel. If you're not able to come and listen live or watch me trade live on Friday, then you can read the text here. You can see I've been alerting here, and then you can see we went from 382, we went to 650, 775, and then we ended up getting out at 836 into the close. But how did we get here, and what is the setup? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to hit the replay, and I'm going to teach you guys one of the easiest way to day trade. All right. What is one of the easiest ways to day trade? Let's go ahead here. Let me just move these a little bit over. Okay, let's move these a little bit over. I just move everything a little bit over here. Okay. And this right here, guys, I want you guys to zoom in. Okay. So I'm going to teach you what's going on, Captain J. Martinez, Becky, what's going on. I'm going to teach you an inside breakout strategy. This is the daily chart. Okay. When you're day trading, it's really powerful to start off with the daily candle. So this was the daily chart on Thursday. So I actually posted this on X and I said, hey, Tesla has a inside day close. Let's go ahead and look at the last inside day close. Here was the last inside day close on Tesla, right? So what happened on the last inside day close? What do you guys think? Post it in the chat. So looking at the last inside day close, we had a major sell-off, right? So anytime we have an inside candle, let's go back and see another one. Inside candle, we had a nice breakout, okay? Inside candle, we had a nice breakout. Anytime we have an inside candle, the next day, we're likely to break out, okay? That's very important. So on Friday, I knew I wanted to trade Tesla because it had an inside candle close, and I knew it had a high chance of breaking out, okay? So let's go ahead here. So let's just go back. Let's go back to where we were and let's have everything lined up. Give me one sec here, guys. And one more. Here we go. Okay. So now we know that Tesla is likely to break out on Friday because it closed with an inside day on Thursday. What does an inside day look like? So this is one of the, I think, guys, this might be the best day trading strategy that I know. And I don't think there's much better than this because of the risk to reward factor. So this is what an inside day is. This right here, my friends, if I take my trend line, this is Thursday. Look at this. You see this consolidation? And if you look at Wednesday, here's Wednesday. That's the high right there. And here's the low. Do you see this? Hit me with a 5 if you see that. So what we have here is we have this range, and then the inside day is consolidating like this. So we know what's happening here is on this day, this range, premiums are getting killed because we're not actually having a big move. So my strategy is coming the next day, and I'm looking for these 0 DTE plays like this. So let's go into it. Here's the first bar of Tesla, bang. Okay, here's the first 5-minute candle. So you can see in the first 5-minute candle of the day, Tesla broke out of the inside day, and it also retested the Wednesday's high. So do we do anything on this particular trade? I want to ask you guys in the chat. If this is the first candle you see, do you do anything? Put in the chat. Do you do something on this? Do you buy? Where do you buy? Do we do anything on this play, or do we wait? I want to ask you guys. Hit me with a 1 if you're going to buy right away. Hit me with a 2 if you're going to short. Hit me with a 3 if you're going to do nothing. And I'm going to show you my personal optimal way of doing this. Okay. The problem with trading options in the first 5 minutes is there's going to be a lot of volatility. Okay. And the premium on the contract is going to be expensive. So this is what we do right here. We wait. Okay. We wait for the first pull back. Okay. So we have the first 15 minutes. Nothing's happening, but we're just squeezing a little bit higher. And now, right around 10 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this tool, this Fibonacci tool, and we're going to put it on the low, and we're going to move it to the high like this. And all we're going to do is wait for the 618 right here. All right. Okay. So let's continue. You're going to see we make a new high. All right. So this, if we make a new high, all you do, you just move that anchor up. Okay. You keep moving your anchor up if we make a new high. Okay. See, new high, move our anchor up right there. Okay. So now, okay, this is the inside day. This is the breakout. Now we know that I want to go long on this 238. This is where I want to go long. Okay. So I want to go long on 238. How do I do that? Well, we have a resting order. You can use conditional orders, and you say, okay, so you can see in this case, I bought the 240 calls. So 238 is here. 240 is right around here. So I like to go a little bit out of the money. 240 calls, and I bought them at $382. Okay. So watch this now. We come in, bang, right here. In this red bar, that's when I buy. Why would I want to buy on the red bar? Does anybody know? Type in the chat if you know. When this red bar touches the 618, because it's red and the candle is selling off here, I'm going to get the calls for cheap instead of me buying up here. Okay. So once we tag there, I went ahead, got this 382, went in the Discord, went in Tesla, picking up some shares. I also picked up some shares, and then we picked up these calls on the live stream as well. And then from there, guys, watch this now. Bang. That's all she wrote. This, my friends, if there's one setup that you could trade for the rest of your life, it'll be this one. It's called the inside day breakout. You want to do it on Magnificent 7. You want to do it on bullish or bearish, just anything that's volatile, anything that moves, Teslas, your MSTRs, Bitcoin, whatever. Okay. But the key is the people that are going to make the most money are the people that buy on this pullback right here. Okay. There's the pullback. So this right here, guys, was an A+ setup. Hit me with a 10 if that makes sense. Timothy, I'm glad that I explained it to you there, brother. I appreciate you. Okay. So there we go, my friends. All right. So 2 important things. The indicators that I have right here is the Trading Wars Golden Indicators and the Nirvana. And I also use this Nephew Sam. This is a free one for fair value gaps. And the fair value gap is like an extra confirmation. But these candles right here, these patterns, I want you guys to go to tradingwars.com resources and click on Trading Wars Golden Indicators and download those indicators. They're completely free. It's going to, you could see there's been a lot of, people that have used this 8.4 thousand boost, whatever that means. You guys can download these indicators and it'll help you, because when you look at the daily chart, if it's a yellow bar, you're going to know. So like yellow bar, you're going to know inside day, right? White bar is going to be outside. So download my indicators. They're completely free. And the other thing that you guys need to do, let's go back here on Twitter. Hey, GB, welcome to the Trading Wars Army, brother. Let's welcome GB in with the TW Army Spy VIP. Welcome, GB. All right. Thank you for being a member. My members get exclusive content and exclusive giveaways. All right. So the other thing that you guys need to be familiar with is conditional orders. All right. So I'm going to link this right now. When you get a second, click on this conditional order guide. It's going to take you to Interactive Brokers. I use Interactive Brokers for conditional orders. So here's all the order types. This one is the most important. Okay. It's step by step. Like, it's pretty straightforward guide, because if we go back here to the 5-minute chart, if I don't have my order here ahead of time, I can miss it. It can miss me. So I know when Tesla comes to 238, buy me these 240 calls right here. Buy this for me. Okay. So that, my friends, you can use with conditional orders. And also, guys, if you click on the options wizard guide, I'm going to talk about that in a second. And if you click on the conditional orders guide, you're going to be entered into the lifetime Discord giveaway that we're going to be doing at the end of this broadcast. So please click on both guides and then you'll be automatically entered. Read the guides whenever you get a chance. Okay. So that's it for my day trading setup there, guys. You can rinse and repeat that for the rest of your life. I've made thousands and thousands of dollars doing that setup for multiple years. And for those of you that have followed me for a long time, you know this strategy for a long, long, long time now. It's been at least 4 or 5 years on of me sharing that. Okay, so hit me with the 5 if that makes sense. All right, and by the way, like I said, I did the revamp of the stock Discord. You can see Tesla is, if you want to focus strictly on Tesla, you want to focus strictly on Nvidia. There's, different channels, and then you can see my put selling. I covered 1,500 on puts. I'm doing individual channels now instead of one channel. Can you guys just hit me with a 6 if you like this a little bit better? And to celebrate that, I'm going to do a $100 lifetime Discord giveaway today, and I'm going to do a $100 promotion. Okay. So normally my book, the options trading strategy, the drill down method, this is the one that goes through the fibs, the orbs, and all of that. The drill down method is exactly what I just said, the inside bars, breakouts on the daily, and you're drilling down. So normally this book, it comes with 1 month for free. Anybody that buys this book in the next 24 to 48 hours, I'm going to upgrade you to lifetime. Okay. And it's $100 lifetime. You'll get my screen share. You'll see me trade live. And then you'll also get all of these channels. Make sure you go to my website and secure that deal. It's a promotion that I'm doing. And I think it's good. I think it's fair. I think it's a good deal. Okay. I mean, if people took the trade, most people took this trade with me on Friday and they've already made their money back. So, that's a pretty sweet deal. So let's continue now. And we're going to flip over and we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip over and we're going to look at the bigger picture setups now on Tesla. Okay. All right. So here we go. So I'll talk about this one in a second. Let's go ahead and let me just put this one over here. And let's go to Tesla. Let's go to the weekly chart now. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. So this is what we have on Tesla playing out right now. Let's full screen this. We have a giant cipher pattern. This is a cipher pattern. Okay. And if we look at Tesla in the past, right, Tesla has pulled back 75% before. And this happened in 2021 to the beginning of 2023. So seeing Tesla have these great pullbacks, right? If you look at its history, it's not uncommon, right? It's not uncommon. Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the investor zone. Okay. So investors, all right. I also am I'm a very big investor. Okay. I have $71,000 in Tesla. So the zone for investors, okay, let's go ahead. Let's get this rectangle, is between 184 to 250. This is the zone. Okay. So anywhere in this area, this is the Fibonacci pyramid. This is where you can buy shares for the long run. All right. Now, if you're day trading, you can see what I showed you how to day trade. You can look for those intraday fibs. And now for a swing trade, we have this double hammer pattern. Okay. And me, guys, I am the hammer. I am the hammer. Okay. Most of you guys are people are gonna tell you now hammer, 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 and they're gonna make you chase. I'm telling you guys to get in at the bottom of the hammer here, this part. And how do we know to buy in here? Because it's in the golden zone. It's in the pyramid. It's in this whole area as algo buy. Look at the past of Tesla. Look at this. This area here, right here around 216, 220. This is what catapulted Tesla from 220 to almost 500. Okay. So everyone right now is going to come on and tell you there's a double hammer. You want to buy Tesla at 300 or buy it at 260 or 270. I've been buying for multiple weeks. Okay. And last week, long above 242, that was the entry. So that swing trade has already triggered. All right. And we're already up profit on that right now, because if you look at it overnight, Tesla's above 250 right now. Okay. So what I suggest, if you missed the play and you weren't following along, then wait for a little bit of consolidation. So look at this candle here. All right. Look for a little bit of consolidation in this area, somewhere here. And then you can take a play long, max stop loss right below last week's low. Okay. If we get back up to the 300 area, that's going to be double your money right there. Okay. Right now, I'm here. I'm already down here. I'm down here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Because I'm buying as the candle is forming. That's why it's so important you follow the fibs, because the Fibonacci is going to tell you where that hammer is going to come before it comes. Then everybody else is going to show you two hammers after the fact, and it's going to mess up your risk to reward. Hit me with the 10 if that makes sense. If you're going to trade for a living, if you're going to be in this game for a living, you have to have courage. Okay. Look at Tesla here on the 5-minute chart. And let me show you this again. Okay. Let's go like this. Okay. Does this chart still look viable? Does that chart look viable? Hit me with a 15. After you've seen, don't worry about what you've seen. Look at this right now and tell me what goes through your heart. Would you buy that? Hit me with a 1 if you'd buy it instantly. Hit me with a 2 if you wouldn't. Okay. I know I have to buy that no matter what, because it touched the Fibonacci level. I know that. Okay. That's why I made 120% on the calls, because I buy this. I have the courage to buy this. Okay. This is where most people are going to tell you to buy. I'll show you where. Right here. This is where most people are going to tell you to buy. Right there. Okay. Right here. Most people are going to tell you to buy. And you know what the saddest thing is if you buy there? The saddest thing is if you buy here and your strike is messed up on your 0 DTE, you can still lose money on this play, even though the stock goes up. Hit me with the 10 if that makes sense. You have to have the courage. I'm going to say this again. If you're going to trade for a living, you have to have the courage. You have to sell when you see green on the chart, and you have to buy when you see red on the chart. That is the way for long-term success. Because when you buy in red, you can manage your risk, right? So let's go back to this trade here. So for me, buying here, I buy on the 618. I know my maximum risk is the low of the day. Now, if I buy here, I have to risk all of this. Do you see that difference? By time this wedge breaks out, I'm already up 1-to-1 on my money. Hit me with the 2 if that makes sense right there. This is the most important visual that I want you guys to see. Okay. And the good thing is, if I buy into this red candle, I have the ability to control my risk right away. If I buy later on, my risk is it's even if I get this run here, guys, I'm barely making 1 time my money. Whereas if I take the courage, that's 3 times my money. Okay. And now let's go back to this. Make sure you guys download these free PDF documents here, but let's look at this. This is the table that you need to focus on. Okay. So with the 3-to-1 risk to reward, so this trade right here, this one that we took on Friday, that is going to put you into this bucket right here, 3-to-1. So how many trades out of 100 do you need to win with the 3-to-1 risk to reward? How many out of 100? Based on this chart, tell me what you guys think. How many trades out of 100 do you need to win with the 3-to-1 risk to reward? 26. That's it. You need a 26% win rate, my friends, with a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, a 26% win rate. If I give you 100 trades, and I'm going to ask you this question, if I give you 100 trades, can you win 26? Hit me with a 1 if you think you can. And I'm going to tell you right now, I believe you can. The problem is most people chase and most people do not cut their losses. If you can eliminate those two habits, you can do this for a living. Okay. And that's that's all that I'm trying to teach you guys. Okay. Let's continue now. We're moving on to NVIDIA. So this right here, guys, this is very important. All right. So last week, you can see March 20th, I covered my put selling on Nvidia, 112 puts, $1,605, and AMD 100 puts, $346. Okay, so I covered these two positions. Okay, after I covered that position, let me hop into the Discord here. After I covered that position here, I bought some Nvidia shares at 116.50 in the golden zone as well. Okay. And now we're going to enter into a hidden part of the market. I strongly believe it's hidden because I'm a CPA and nobody ever told me about this. Put selling. How many of you guys are familiar with put selling? Hit me with a 5. So I'm doing a put selling challenge this year. I want to make between 25 to 50,000. So you guys are going to follow my journey for this year. I'm going to share the results, whether I win or lose. I've actually picked the worst year to start put selling because the market is actually going down. All the last 2 years, you could sell puts at any point. You can sell puts on the toilet. You can sell puts in your bed sleeping. You'd be making money. Okay. So I actually picked the worst year, which is good because I want to learn in the worst year. Right. But put selling, basically, guys, I'm collecting this money up front for free. And all I'm giving in return is margin. I'm locking a portion of my margin and I'm obligated to buy Nvidia if it falls below 112 and AMD if it falls below 100. Nvidia did not. So March 21st, okay, you can see Nvidia did 112 is down here. Nvidia never closed below 112, right around here. So all of this premium is mine. And I sold the 104 puts. So as long as Nvidia stays above this blue line by June, I'm going to collect more money on that. So let me tell you how much I have on that. 1 second. So on Nvidia, the 104 puts, I have $2,000 to collect on that. Okay. And so far I'm up like $40, which is nothing. Okay. So the strategy is I'm selling puts at 104 because as an investor, I don't mind buying Nvidia at 104. Hit me with the 10 if that makes sense. When you sell the puts, if it goes below, you're obligated to pick it up, right? And I don't mind buying Nvidia at 104 because I'm a long-term investor in Nvidia anyways, okay? So if you're going to do put selling, you have to make sure that you're doing put selling on stocks you want to own. But if you're not going to own it, don't waste your time because if you get called on it and you have to own the shares, if you don't want to be in it in the long run, the strategy really kind of can backfire on you. Okay. You can also do spreads on puts, but it's going to lower your return. So now let's do a quick high level on Nvidia. So Nvidia in August of 2024 corrected 35%. So far for this year, we've corrected 31%. The golden zone is between 104 to 122, this area, and I'm continuously accumulating shares in this zone because these are where the algos are. You can see in the past, we've had huge pops in this area. And what I'm also doing here is I'm looking for a potential swing trade. So if you're not in any of the trades, this is the trade I have set up right now. Okay, so we can go long right here, right around 120.50. If you want to have a wide conservative stop loss, you're going to risk the low of the 10th of March. This is the weekly chart. Or if you want to be aggressive, you can risk last week's low like this. Okay, so this is a nice little swing play. If you're going to do options, I say 2 to 3 months out. Okay, and all of this will be alerted in the Discord under the Nvidia tab. It's $100 for lifetime. Grab my book right here, guys, and I'll see you live tomorrow. Okay, so that's Nvidia. All right, hit me with a 5 if that makes sense. So investing anywhere in the zone, I'm buying shares. Swing trade, we're looking for 120.56. And for day trading, right now in Nvidia, I've been focusing mainly on day trading Tesla, but Nvidia is another one that really likes to respect the Fibonacci legs as well. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at this, right? So here's Nvidia. This is Friday. Let's take a little look at what we had. Okay. So this is the first 2-minute candle. Your first setup is the opening range breakout. You break below the low, you short right there. That's a good 1-to-1. But let's go ahead and let's look at the Fibonacci. Okay. So if we come off of high to low right here, you can see. So this is the 618 Fibonacci short. It gave you a little push, nothing crazy. But the big winner of the day was the cipher pattern. This is a cipher pattern. Watch closely. Okay. We come here, A, B, C, D. Okay. So this is the cipher pattern. It looks like it completes on a 50% fib. Oh no, look at this. Oh my God, guys. Hit me with a 7 if you see that. That is stunning. If I was the best trader in the world, I would have taken that trade as well. But I was so busy with Tesla that I didn't care. But this right here, you can't make this shit up. I mean, look how precise that Fibonacci is. Look at there. So this is a cipher pattern here, guys. And the good, what now I'm going to show you something crazy. If you go full, look at this. So the cipher pattern, the completion at the 50% extension, if you want to fade, if you want to look for areas to short, you want to use the extension of the Fibonacci. So this 50%, what it is if we measure half of this, watch this. I'm going to copy and paste it and put it on the top here. And that's 50% right there. You see that? That's the algorithm taking it 50 to 50. It's pretty crazy. Okay, but that's beautiful right here. Do you guys see that? Let's do that one more time. Okay, so this is the cipher pattern. This is a very powerful pattern that I use. Let's do it again. A, B, C, and D. That's beautiful. Right on the 618. There's your entry. The D completion is your entry on the 618 Fibonacci. Beauty. Right there. Risk the low of the day. Or you can risk this swing low right here. Nice little win there. Take it into the extensions. Right here, guys. Bang. That's almost 4 times your money in one trade. Let's go back to the risk reward table. 4 times your money. You only need to win 21 out of 100 trades. All right. Hit me with an 11 if that makes sense. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. What I'm teaching you guys, listen, what I am teaching you guys here right now, listen to me carefully. What I'm teaching you here right now, somebody will try to sell you this for $5,000. The same indicators I created with the help of my community, the same indicators that I have, my book, all of my materials, people have already recreated it and sold it to other people. The things that I'm giving away for free, people are selling to other people. So what I just showed you right there, some idiot would charge you $5,000, and because they want you to think it's something special. It's not anything special. What's special is trading in front of people. That's what I try to do in my Discord. Okay. It's got to be live. What I need from you is please hit the subscribe button right now and drop a like. Let's get 100 likes on this video. It's taken me 10 years, okay, to come up with these patterns, right? The cipher, all these are all modified. Because if you look at a classical book, all of those the classical patterns are not what we see commonly now. They need to be modified. All right. So that's what I'm trying to. I try to modify everything for you guys based on what's happening in real time. All right. So let's continue. Next, we have Amazon. Amazon is in the investor zone from 171 to 197. So this is actually the largest position in my portfolio. I have $275,000 in Amazon. I've been buying Amazon every Fibonacci pullback for multiple years. I've been buying. Some years it's been a little bit of a grind, but some years, you get that first pullback. Like last year on this 25% pullback on Amazon, we took this pullback here and rode it for the rest of the year. So if we look at this measurement here, right, this is a pullback, my friends, is about 25%. And then if you look at the pullback this year, we're looking at about 20%. So we're in a good zone here. If you just want to buy and hold, you buy in the golden zone. The lower you go, the more you add. Always diversify and don't blow all your funds. Make sure you have enough funds so you can keep buying if it goes lower. And then I'm also selling puts here. For a short-term swing trade, we're looking at the same setup, kind of like Tesla. We're looking at this hammer bar. You want to be technical, you go right on the break of this hammer like this. Okay, I'll just take the body. no need to take the wick. So I'll take the body, and then we can go ahead and put a stop loss right there. So, this is a pretty nice little setup too for a swing trade. Hit me with a 6 if that makes sense. All right, let's continue. Google. So Google, guys, I am in leaps, 170 calls, 180, 185. They're all down right now. But I also have a long-term position here. We're in the golden zone, anywhere between 159 to 176. This the zones, and you can see the 786 Fibonacci. Finally, the algo. So the algo was trying to catch it. Algo held the 618. It didn't last. It held the 786. Let's see if this is going to last. Let's see if this is going to be a short-term bottom where we can turn the corner. Okay. So again, if you're not in any position, if you're an investor, you just buy in the zone. If you were going to swing trade, here's the setup here. We have 159.61. So 159.61 was a 786, and we tagged that last week. So a lot of people in the Discord were able to catch that monster right there, because you could see when I posted it, we were right on that level. Okay, so a lot of people were able to catch that monster right there, and already a nice little pop up there. So that's why we love using the Fibonacci, because it gives the best risk reward. Microsoft. So Microsoft here, guys, in the golden zone right now, holding this 50% retracement. I have a lot of shares of Microsoft as well. I collect dividends on Microsoft. But right here on Microsoft, guys, I'm looking for just a nice consolidation here. I'm not trying to push the envelope a little. I'm not trying to push the envelope too much, because we do have some room into these other levels. Okay, Apple right now, guys. So I took leaps on Apple at 220 right here, and I should have doubled down on 210, because I mean, look at this beautiful 786. Hit me with the 7 if you see that. I mean, I did not play this the right way, because I have $10,000 in leaps right here on this green line. I should have at least put a little bit more on this 786, because usually the 786 has a very strong reaction, and you can see we had that one. So this one's in play right now. All right, so here's your investor zone, 209 to 228, and then your swing trade. You can really you could take this right here. Like the swing trade was at 209. That one was already probably like 50% return if you took that. But again, you can play the weekly candle if you want to still take a trade. AMD, I told you guys I sold the 100 puts. I covered that. I still think AMD has room to run up to about 120. But right now, unfortunately, I don't have any new positions, but I'll be watching. Visa, I have some leaps on Visa. Nice little inside week. All right. So if we can cross above 330, 339, 340, if we can cross above this line right here, that'll be a nice little corner turn. Okay. SPY has been holding the 618 Fibonacci. I had a $35,000 day last week on SPY. And right here, guys, let me just zoom in a little bit here. We have a giant cipher pattern right here. Okay. A, B, C, D. I mean, if you guys see this algo right here stepping in, look at this, guys. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Once you trade Fibonacci, once you see Fibonacci, you can never unsee it. And you can see it again here on the QQQ. We touch that 618, we pop right back up. So when you touch that 618 and you pop right back up, what you allow yourself to do is if you're a very aggressive trader, right? And you touch that 618 and it pops right back up, bang, it pops right back up, right? What's going on, Andrew G? You can go to break even, right? But for me, I have futures right now. I'm up in this play, $5,000 overnight. And I'm trying to go for $100,000 play. That's my game plan. Okay. But if you're risk adverse, if you want to just take your money, you can take your money. And you don't have to hold, or you can move your stop loss up, you can trim. There's a lot of different ways to play it. Last one, let's look at MSTR. I know a lot of you guys like this one. I've been talking about this one for a month now. The 236.32 is the 618 Fibonacci. That represents a pullback, guys, of 56%. When you have a 56% pullback on anything that has risen, if you look at this, look how this one has rallied, right? We're talking about a 1,000% run from $46 to $543, basically 1,000% run, right? We've pulled back 56% on that, hit the 618 Fibonacci. It doesn't matter. Okay. You're going to go to McDonald's, or you're going to go out for steak. You're going to go to the casino, and you're going to put in, $100 in dinner. You're going to put $100, in a slot machine, $500 on the tables. Why don't you just put $500 into a lotto here and try this? Right. So why don't you try that? Right. So when you have good setups, It doesn't matter about the political environment, it doesn't about any environment. What you got to do is you have to ask yourself, the stock is down 56%. Am I willing to put in a few $100s to give it a shot? That's it. Because when we use Fibonacci, we're trading the pullback. The 56% pullback is the deal you've been waiting for. The people that buy up here in the 400s, the 450, the 350, the 375, the people that buy there are no longer around right now. Most of them have gotten short-term options and they've blown up. Hit me with the 18 if that makes sense. Okay. So whenever I see fibs like this one right here, if you caught 236.32, right now you could be up 100% on short-term play calls, and it's a risk-free trade for you. All right. So the game plan is we'll see what happens next week. We get a little bit of consolidation, but this 236 is the line in the sand. If 236 cannot hold, 236 must hold for this to continue into, you know, the 380s, the 400s. If this breaks below 230, I think we can quickly see 200 and we can probably see 150 not too far after that. So we're at key levels that need to hold. Okay. Let's talk about this last one here. Uber has been brought to my radar, right? And you can see what we have with Uber here is the original 618 right here, guys. So let's just do this basic here. I haven't traded Uber in such a long time, but someone brought it to my radar. But right here, guys, you can see this original 618 right there. And then if we move up to the cipher pattern, we came just shy of that 618 there. Okay. But this one is still in play. And if we look at the short term here, we come off of this low to high right here, guys. Like, look at this. Hit me with a 6 if you guys see that. It doesn't get any better than that. You can see $70.59. Boom. Algo steps in. Bang. Runs that right back to $75. There's a lot of algorithms on these big names. If you just spend the time to look at the chart, it's very obvious in front of your face right now. Okay. So this is the thing though. I'm going to say this as I close off this stream. You see this 618 Fibonacci here on the S&P 500? This right here, guys, is about a 10% pullback on SPY. If, okay, I want you guys to remember this now. What's going on, Jade, Daryl? If this doesn't hold right here, this Fibonacci does not hold, the market is in trouble. Okay, we're talking about at least another 5% down, in my opinion. Right now, the stage is set. The bulls have the ball in their court. We've taken a lot of trades. We can manage at. We can trim some profit. We can scale out whatever you want to do. These Fibonacci levels we're looking at must hold. If they do not hold, we're talking about potentially going into a bear market. And I want you guys to be aware of that. And that's why I'm building up. Like, I'm not deploying all of my margin. I'm not deploying all of my cash. I still have a good part of it ready to go in case we do enter a bear market. Okay. Hit me with the 5 if that makes sense. Be ready. If you guys have been trading this year, you'll know on Fridays we've shorted the market multiple times. When the selling comes in, it comes in hard and you can't stop it. If you trade the stock market, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When the bulls come, it's a slow grind. And when the bears come, it's bloodbath. So be ready. Okay. Don't be married to one side. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap it up here. Let's do a lifetime Discord giveaway right now. All right. So all you guys got to do to enter the giveaway, we're going to do it right now. Remember, if you win the giveaway and you are already in the Discord, then you're going to get $50 cash. Make sure you have your PayPal set up and make sure you have your or Zelle. Okay. Have one of those set up. All you got to do to enter is click on these two guides right here. You click on this conditional order guide. It's going to take you to this page right here. This is how I automate the Fibonacci trades. You can set it based on price, volume, time. So let's say you want to buy calls after 10 o'clock. You could do that. You want to buy puts after 10 o'clock. You can do that. Click on that guide. Click on the options wizard guide. And we're going to be ready to rock and roll. Hit me with a 5 when you guys have done both of those. And then we're going to be ready to pick the winner. All right. And I'm very grateful for you guys giving me your time. I can't express my gratitude enough. And like I said, if you want to come in the stocks room here, guys, I have everything breaking down by ticker now. And I spent a lot of time putting this together here. We're going to go step by step. It's $100 for life. All right. I mean, no one's going to do that for you. Everyone's going to charge you $150 a month, $100 for life. Go to my website for the next 24 hours. I'll keep this deal open. You're going to get the book. You're going to get the premium indicators. for life as well. 75 charts. You can see here, we go through orbs, we go through fibs. I have a lot of examples in here for you guys to learn. And normally it comes with 1 month. We're going to bump you up to lifetime. All right, bump you up. Okay, so it looks like you guys are ready to rock and roll. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and pick the winner right now. All right, let's go ahead and pick the winner. It's my brother Produce. I've been watching this guy for 5 years. He's the truth. Thank you very much, brother. I'll tell you right now, if I wasn't actually a trader, I wouldn't be here right now. Because most of the people I started with 5 years ago in this industry have left because most of them were frauds. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are frauds. But it's not always perfect, guys. I'll tell you, I go through ups and downs. But the only thing that I care about is this right here. That's it. We talk math. 2-to-1 risk to reward, 34 out of 100. That's it. Okay? Okay. Drop a 1 in the chat right now if you're ready, and I'm going to pick the winner. Let's do this. Okay? You guys ready? Let me see the ones. All right. Lifetime Discord winner is Min Tai. Min Tai, you are the Lifetime Discord winner. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for giving me your time, brother. I hope you watched the Rod Tang fight last night. It was a good fight. And you are the winner, my friend. Min Tai, email me rich@tradingwars.com. We'll get you set up. If you guys haven't been following along, I've done 5 Lifetime Discord giveaways this week. All right. So there's nobody that's giving away as much as me. Okay. So make sure you guys subscribe and drop a like. Let's get 100 likes on this video, please. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay. All right. Last thing I want to say is shout out to my army members like Vince and Dr. D. And for my army members, anybody that's a member, it's $5 a month. I am making a promise to you guys that I'm going to be uploading member exclusive videos starting next week. You're going to have 2 to 4 exclusive videos every month. All right. And they're going to be trade recaps as well as psychology of trading, futures. I'm going to talk to you about some of the deeper things of trading, put selling, a lot of crazy things. All right. So my members, if you're a member, hit me with a 6 right now in the chat. All right. And let me just give you a shout out right here. So Otis, what's going on? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Vince, thank you very much. All right. I appreciate you guys. It's $4.99 to join the army. You should see the join button below if you guys want that. And I really appreciate the YouTube army. So I'm going to be doing 2 to 4 exclusive videos. Okay. Dr. D, thank you, brother. All right. All right, guys. Let's see. Are we going to enter a bear market? Or is this the bottom of the year? If this is the bottom of the year, I'm going to make over $100,000. All right. And if not, I'm going to be ready to rock and roll and look for the next opportunity. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Don't forget to like, drop a comment below if you like. I want to know if you guys are interested in more day trading, investing, or swing trading. Leave a comment below when I end this broadcast. Let me know what you really care about. Sometimes it's hard to talk investing if you want to be a day trader. If you want to day trade, it's hard to talk investing. But the truth of the matter is this. If you do all 3, that's how you make the most money. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.